Hi everyone, today I thought I'd talk to you about a picture I created inspired by a couple of horses roaming free up on Dartmoor. So let me just click through to the galleries and then find the gallery of horse paintings, and then we can talk about the picture, which is this one here, entitled Taking the Air. Now, this is a little bit different from my usual style of creating work, and what I've done here is combined some line work with some paint applied using the dry brush technique. Now, as the name implies, dry brush is where you put acrylic paint onto the brush and then scrub the brush repeatedly on a spare piece of paper or a paper towel to remove nearly all the paint, leaving you with, as the name implies, a nearly dry brush. Then when you apply this to your painting, you get a range of different kinds of marks, and the type of mark you get depends on the amount of paint left on the brush and the amount of pressure you apply. So, for example, if we look at the face of this horse here, you can see using the same brush I've created these straight line marks along here, and also this kind of mid-grey speckled pattern here. Now if we look down at the front of this horse's chest, here I've got a lighter speckled pattern, and then on this horse's face it's kind of just more of a mid-grey. And as you look around different areas of the painting, for example on the legs, the chest and the mane, you can see an entire range of marks I've been able to create simply using grey paint, one brush and different pressures. Now at first glance this painting looks pretty much black and white, but in fact I have used a slight hint of blue for the background hills, and then kind of this mid-grey for the hedges and the undergrowth we've got here. And so what I did was apply the dry paint, so what I did was apply the paint with a dry brush very loosely over the entire painting, and then having done that, I defined the lines more precisely using a Sharpie pen, so a black marker pen in other words. And you can see how I've done that on the horse. You can see I've used marker here on the dark parts of the shading with the ears and this horse's nostril, and you can see I've used kind of cross-hatching or just a pattern of straight or curved lines here and there to describe the surface of the animal. Notice I've used a broken line here for the outline of the animal, and for the mane here I kind of feel that helps create a sense of movement in the image, or at least the idea that the horse could move in a moment if it chose to. And then I used biro to give or ballpoint pen to give a lighter line in the midground. Having done all this, I then put my little signature hidden in amongst the grass here. It's just going out of frame on the edge of this particular picture. But having done that, that was Taking the Air completed. So I hope you enjoyed listening to how this picture was created. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel or ask me a question by reaching me at Facebook/Art by Mike Jory, or on Twitter. It's also Art by Mike Jory there as well. Thanks again.